God, your eyes. Oh my God.
I'm very protective of my heart and matters of the heart.
It all started on what seemed like an ordinary evening, but little did anyone know that cameras would catch a moment that would soon shake the internet. Teyana, known for her fierce personality and unfiltered reactions, was caught in a heated moment that fans are calling her boldest yet. The footage begins with tension in the air, an energy so charged that it could be felt through the screen, as Teyana confronts Aaron's ex. The shock on everyone's faces is unmistakable, and the scene escalates quickly. The video opens with Teyana walking into a room, eyes blazing with emotion, while Aaron's ex, seemingly unaware of what's about to happen, glances nervously toward her. The confrontation feels almost cinematic, the kind of scene that movie directors would struggle to stage authentically. Fans watching immediately sense the raw emotion, the kind of anger and betrayal that cannot be scripted. The energy in the room is electric, the tension so palpable that even a small gesture could ignite chaos. What follows is a series of exchanges, where words turn sharp, accusations are flung, and the audience can almost feel the tension through the screen. As Teyana steps closer, the body language screams confrontation. Fists slightly clenched, shoulders tense, every movement measured yet threatening. Viewers immediately began reacting online, uploading screenshots, GIFs, and sharing reactions across social media platforms. The scandal quickly became more than just a moment. It turned into a story that would dominate discussions for days. Everyone wanted to know the backstory, the reasons behind the confrontation, and what led to such a public eruption. Whispers about betrayal, past grievances, and unspoken truths began to circulate, adding layers of intrigue to the situation. In a matter of minutes, the clip had gone viral, leaving fans in shock, debating whether Teyana's reaction was justified or an overreaction. As we dig deeper, the relationship history between Teyana and Aaron's ex adds context to the scene. Though fans often focus on the drama in front of the camera, many are unaware of the personal tensions brewing behind closed doors. Rumors of Aaron's past choices and interactions with his ex have long lingered, creating a backdrop of distrust and suspicion. Teyana, who has always been vocal about standing up for herself, had been privately dealing with mounting frustration, anger, and hurt. The confrontation wasn't sudden. It was the culmination of months of tension, unspoken words, and broken promises. Observers note the emotional intensity on her face, the mixture of betrayal, rage, and disappointment that drives her every move. Aaron's ex, caught off guard, tries to explain herself, but the words barely reach Teyana, who is focused entirely on the injustices she feels. Each gesture, each movement, tells a story of long-suppressed feelings, the kind of emotion that can only come from personal betrayal. As the confrontation unfolds, it becomes clear that this is more than a disagreement. It's a clash of emotions, past choices, and lingering resentment that finally exploded into the open. Fans watching the clip can feel the tension radiating through every second, understanding that this is a deeply personal moment, raw and unfiltered. The reactions from those present and the family members who later commented on the situation provide further insight. Witnesses describe the room as tense, almost suffocating, as words were exchanged, voices raised, and emotions poured out uncontrollably. Some attempted to intervene, but the intensity of Teyana's emotions made mediation nearly impossible. Aaron, caught between loyalty to his ex and concern for Teyana, watches the drama unfold, unsure how to de-escalate the situation without making it worse. The family's reactions, once the video spread, were a mix of shock, disappointment, and concern, highlighting just how serious the confrontation was. Friends close to Teyana noted that she had been patient for months, trying to address the issues privately, and that this public confrontation was a breaking point. Every viewer online began dissecting the clip, analyzing body language, tone, and gestures, debating what led to such a dramatic moment. The scandal was no longer just a headline. It became a story people wanted to understand on a deeper emotional level, connecting the drama to human experiences of betrayal, confrontation, and standing up for oneself. Social media erupted within minutes. Fans were divided, some praising Teyana for confronting the situation boldly, while others criticized her for letting emotions take over in such a public setting. Clips of the confrontation were shared across TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, each platform adding its own commentary, opinions, and speculation. Hashtags trended, reactions poured in, and every frame of the video was replayed endlessly. Fans analyzed her movements, her expressions, and even the tone of her voice, which carried raw emotion that was impossible to ignore. Many noted that Teyana's assertiveness sent a powerful message about self-respect, boundaries, and not tolerating betrayal, while others worried that the confrontation could escalate further. The intensity of the moment captured not only Teyana's emotional state but also the reactions of Aaron's ex, whose attempts to calm the situation were overwhelmed by Teyana's sheer force of emotion. The pivotal moment comes when Teyana, unable to contain the torrent of emotions she had been holding in, finally steps forward, and the tension erupts into something physical. The cameras, ever watchful, capture the exchange in startling clarity: a slap, a push, a fleeting but undeniable outburst of raw, human emotion. For a brief instant, the room is suspended in time, as if the world itself is holding its breath. That single second of confrontation resonates far beyond the walls of the space in which it occurs, leaving everyone present stunned and momentarily speechless. Witnesses later described it as surreal, almost as if a scene from a scripted drama had materialized in real life, yet with the crushing weight of reality behind it. The expressions on faces around them, a mix of shock, fear, and disbelief, mirror the chaos in the hearts of those watching. In that suspended moment, nothing else seems to matter. The energy of months of unresolved tension, hurt, and betrayal finally finds an outlet, raw and unfiltered. Teyana's emotions are at their peak. Every glance, every movement, every strike is fueled by the countless moments of suppressed anger and heartbreak, each one building on the last. It's not just a reaction to what she sees in front of her. It's the culmination of months, perhaps years, of feeling unheard, unseen, and unvalued. Fans and bystanders alike can sense the intensity, even through a screen. It is visceral, almost painful to witness. The confrontation itself is brief, fleeting, perhaps only seconds, but those seconds carry the weight of an entire emotional history. The brevity does nothing to lessen its impact. If anything, it magnifies it. Within the tight span of those moments, Teyana's pain, frustration, and courage are all laid bare, unmasked for the world to see. And while the room eventually returns to an uneasy silence, the echoes of that eruption linger in the air, in the minds of those who saw it, and, later, across every corner of the internet. Speculations ignite almost immediately, spreading like wildfire. Social media becomes a buzzing hive of analysis, debate, and theorization. Fans, critics, and casual viewers alike dissect every frame, every motion, every facial expression, searching for clues as to what drove Teyana to this extreme. Was this a justified outburst, a necessary release of pent-up frustration after being pushed to the edge? Or was it an overreaction, an impulsive response to a complex situation fraught with emotions, misunderstandings, and long-standing grievances? Comment sections overflow with theories, opinions, and moral debates. Every post seems to carry a layer of judgment, empathy, or curiosity, and the collective conversation takes on the dimensions of an intense psychological study. Questions of respect, boundaries, loyalty, and human decency dominate discourse as the online community wrestles with what the incident truly represents. The public, while fascinated by the drama, also begins to see it as a story about courage and self-assertion. The brief confrontation underscores not only the fragility of human relationships but also the intensity of feelings that can be concealed behind composure and appearances. It highlights the fine line between control and release, restraint and expression. Teyana's actions, though shocking to some, resonate with many on a deeply human level. The desire to be heard, the necessity of standing up for oneself, and the sometimes unavoidable collision between personal boundaries and public life. The incident, captured in that one electrifying moment, becomes a reference point, a shorthand for emotional authenticity in a world that often prizes appearance over substance. In the aftermath, the confrontation is replayed endlessly in social media feeds, analyzed on reaction channels, debated in forums, and shared across stories. Each iteration ensures that the moment will not be forgotten. It transforms from a fleeting event into a lasting narrative, cementing itself in the collective memory of fans, followers, and casual viewers alike. The exchange, brief as it may have been, transcends its immediate context and becomes a lens through which people explore questions of human behavior, emotional intelligence, and the boundaries of personal expression. For Teyana, it is a moment of release and reclamation. For the world watching, it is a moment of reflection on the messy, unfiltered reality of human emotion. The cliffhanger leaves viewers questioning what will happen next. Teyana storms out, her emotions still raw, leaving Aaron and his ex in stunned silence. The camera lingers on their expressions, capturing the mix of shock, regret, and disbelief that follows such a dramatic event. Fans are left wondering, will Teyana confront them again? Will there be reconciliation, or has the line been crossed permanently? Social media buzzed endlessly, with reactions ranging from empathy to shock, each fan speculating about what this confrontation will mean for future interactions. The unresolved tension keeps everyone engaged, waiting for the next development, the next revelation, the next chapter in this real-life drama. In the outro, viewers are left with a sense of anticipation as the story is far from over. Teyana's bravery, raw emotion, and refusal to tolerate betrayal resonate deeply with fans who have witnessed the full intensity of her confrontation. The video ends without resolution, ensuring that the audience remains hooked, eager for updates, and emotionally connected to the story. This incident, captured on camera, serves as a reminder of the complexities of human relationships, the consequences of past actions, and the power of standing up for oneself. It leaves viewers reflecting on their own boundaries, emotional limits, and the strength required to face personal confrontations head-on.